And one player in particular who's spending his off time spreading a positive message is Jamon Brown. Here's my one-on-one with Jamon Brown.
We're here with Jamon Brown from the Rams. Jamon, you started a charity, People Uplifting Real People. Tell me about that, how you first established it and why.
How it first started was me, my twin brother, Jamal Brown, and one of my best friends, Jason Reynolds. We kind of got together and was going out into community centers and nursing homes back at home in Louisville, Kentucky. And we had realized the impact and the influence that we was having on the people in those facilities. And that's when we kind of came up with PERT Me, which is People Uplifting Real People. We realized that normal people like ourselves could impact or could uplift someone else. And so what we do is we go around boys and girls clubs, schools, churches, and we try to get the youth knowing about what purpose is and what their purpose is and how uplifting others can help them find their purpose. So that's pretty much how PERT Me came about.
You know, it's such an amazing charity because people do need uplifted and they need positivity in their lives. How did you establish this in groups so that, like, where are you located?
Well, right now we're in Louisville, Kentucky. That's the main base. We started to branch out in Cincinnati of Ohio, and soon we'll be here in Los Angeles. So right now in Louisville we have, I think it's 2 boys and girls clubs that we work with, 3 schools, and we're in 2 churches as of right now. And what those groups do within those facilities is it's all catered to the facility. So boys and girls clubs, they might be more towards kids. Churches could be all ages, from adults on down. And then schools is obviously the kids in the school. And we just get the kids to realize that their goals and their gifts and kind of use that to inspire the other kids to want to find their goals and their talents. And as that rubs off on each other, a chain reaction.
You know, it's interesting. You know, you have a twin brother, and I hear that you guys are pretty good singers, too. Tell us about that.
We do a little bit of singing. So coming up, my mom had us in the church choir when we were young, and that's kind of how it started. And as we grew older, we just kind of stuck with that, and the talent grew. My brother now, he plays the piano. He is a music director at Greater Good Baptist Church in Louisville, Kentucky. So he's furthered his music background. Me, I still sing from time to time, but obviously the main focus is football.
Now, do you sing for your teammates?
I have. I wouldn't necessarily say catered to the teammates, but I have sang in front of the guys, and they don't give me too much about it.
They hear your pipes and they respect that, right?
They respect it. As long as good pipes, then you get respect.
Interesting. When you were talking about the fact that you go out to touch young people, you also mentioned nursing homes, and those people need that help too. They need to know they're loved.
Oh yeah, we didn't realize the impact that it had on nursing homes, because you don't realize a lot of those people don't get visitors, on a regular basis. And when we made that encounter in the nursing home, and a couple of the elderly had told us that, we were kind of shocked, that they don't get visitors, and how happy and uplifted they was from our encounter, kind of touched us more than it touched them. And it made us realize, how blessed and how fortunate we are to be able to do certain things.
What kind of things did you talk about with them, or what was your hour? What did your hour consist of?
Well, for me, because I played in the hometown college, University of Louisville, that was pretty much what drove the conversation. So a lot of the elderly, they were Cardinal fans, so we were able to play off that for mostly the hour. But they just ended up having normal conversation. Just being able to talk to somebody was all they really was looking for. So once we got done talking about Louisville football, we just kind of talked about everyday life.
It's interesting. Football is all about giving back, and you started it very young. Does it help you on the field to know what you're doing off the field as well?
I believe so. My coach in college, Dave Borbley, told me, find me a good person, I'll show you a good football player. He said that kind of goes hand in hand. What you do off the field, go with what you do on the field. So I kind of took that to heart and kind of used that quote in the back of my mind to realize that everything goes together.
Because wins or losses are going to come, but it's what you do in here. You know?
Most definitely. That can be more impactful than the wins and the losses.
Thanks so much, Jamon, and you can get involved in his charity by going to perpme.com.